Welcome back to the Opera GX Corner. My name is BaldZebra, and if you're here, you're looking for some hot new games this summer. New releases, new stuff, things that you can sink your teeth into. I've even got one that might even make you feel a little frosty. Check it out. First, we start off with Nobody Wants to Die. You play as Mortality Department Detective James Cara. As they explain it, technology has advanced so far to offer humans eternal life, so they store their memory in memory banks. If you can afford it.
Why is the tree burnt?
This is crazy.
This is a noir story set in 2329. So it's actually in the future, but it's very much set in a past style with noir style, and you're a detective trying to figure out the mysterious murder in this dystopian future. It reminds me a bit of Cyberpunk, and I honestly just love the world. It looks so beautiful. Not to mention the idea of rewinding time to figure out past secrets sounds super appealing. So if you think you can figure out who done it, jump in. Do you hate doors? Do you have a big angry foot that you like to kick things with? This game may be for you. Do you like huge, wonderful colors with beautiful shots? Do you like shooting alligators and throwing your gun at them? Do you need a coffee? Probably not, because this game might be all the coffee you need. The trailer really speaks for itself. You can tell after just a few seconds. It's fun, it's action-fueled, there's a whole bunch of kicking action done, and I hope that you enjoy it. It really looks like a blast. So next up is Once Human, and honestly, I've already played a couple hundred hours of Once Human. I love the game. I'm a survival crafter, and it's a survival crafting MMO. It's all open world, there's PvE, PvP, you have your own structures you can build, and there's a whole bunch of upgrades to be had. You upgrade your weapons, you use melee, pistols, and you even go through instance dungeons that help you beat bosses. Late game even seems like you'll need the help of people, because it doesn't seem like some of the dungeons will be so easy, almost like an instanced MMO dungeon. So if this speaks to you and you're looking for the grind of an MMO and survival together, check it out. Next one on our list is the First Descendant, a looter shooter that honestly has been all over my socials lately. The gameplay seems to look a little bit like Destiny, but dang does it look beautiful. You have a choice between a couple different characters and a couple different play styles. Also customizable elements so you can change your skins and the way your character looks and feels a bit. While maybe the only thing I would worry about is my PC could handle something this graphically intense, I've been fooled before by some flashy gameplay in a trailer and some really awesome graphics, but this is one to keep the eye on, and I hope it can break from the pack and end up being something truly unique. Our next one is Cataclismo. Sometimes games like this worm into your heart and then you can't get rid of them and you get stuck in them for days and days, and I honestly, watching the trailer seems like it's one that I will get hooked on. The art style of the game is inspired by classic painters and Studio Ghibli, and it is inspired by Lego Tower Defense. How could you not like that? It says it will have 13 traditional buildings, but players can easily use the 100 pieces to freely build whatever they want. The pieces add their own architectural challenge as they'll support different weight. During the daytime, you get free time to build, while during the night, you're attacked by hordes of things called horrors, and you must defend and hold off until the day. Good luck. If you're on the lookout for a 2D side-scroller action-adventure, fans of Ori and the Blind Forest or Hollow Knight will see a lot of comparisons with these. The cool, beautiful features, of course, are the gameplay and the 2D hand-drawn Japanese-style animation. This speaks a little bit to like classic gameplay to me, what I grew up playing, and to be honest, what it feels like is easy to love. If that's in your wheelhouse, give it a go. You can snag it July 17th. Now the next one I know I'm not going to play, but what I'm going to do is watch everyone else play it, because I'm too stupid to build bases this cool that work out. My towns fall apart and function. But if you're one that loves something like RimWorld and can just plow through that, this is going to do it for you. The cool thing about these is each character is an individual unit. They're all super cool and they have individual relationships. You can plan out your battles and strategy. You can even create your own culture. So use what you can, dominate the map, and become the greatest king of them all. Become the greatest king of Norland. The next one looks as fun and flashy as they come. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. The story seems so epic, it makes me want to do this. From the makers of Ashen comes a Souls-like universe where gods and guns collide for the future of humanity. How'd I do? No, really, it seems absolutely epic, and it looks really fun to play. Jumps, flips, shooting, explosions, magic, I'm in. So let's go put on our Kratos pants and let's go kill some gods. Boy. The next one's adorable, and like adorable cool. SCHiM? What you do is you're jumping from shadow to shadow as you chase yourself back to your person. So you're trying to return your shadow back to the person who lost it. Your shadow. So you're playing Peter Pan's shadow. But really, it looks adorable, and the physics of the game, jumping, look great. 3D platform environment, you end up picking up different objects and placing them down to create more shadows. You can hop to more areas. Looks really neat. The concept seems unique, the colors are really peaceful, and it's got a sense of frustration without a sense of combat. I like that. Now we come to Dungeons of Hinterberg, and all I can think of is Zelda in the Alps. So you're traveling around with a sword and a tourist guide. You can pull a snowboard out of thin air, and you can go for a ride. You explore the world as you fight monsters around every bend. There's a bunch of dungeons with different puzzles in them, so you have to move things around. So if your brain works in that way and likes the combat style that goes with this, I'm looking through what the game has to offer. There's a bunch of live streams and a bunch of recordings of people playing the game, because there was a Next Fest demo that's still active on Steam that you can check out. But I promise, if you get into it, it seems like everyone is very upset when it ends. Looks like something to keep your eye on at the very least, checking out the demo or maybe even getting the game.
At the Hinterberg tourist office. We look forward to welcoming you for your ultimate slaycation.
Alright, Supernatural, the game, Sam and Dean Winchester. Oh no, it's not that. I know that's what you thought, that's what I thought. This is a super scary horror, the first-person shooter game done by a single developer. Your microphone is always listening while you're playing. So whatever you say, the louder you get, the more it's listening. And it creeped me out just watching the trailer. There are 3 different endings that you can get, and all you have to do is make it through. And they have some non-repetitive logic puzzles to help test your intelligence. You have to use your camera to go around and look for paranormal events. And the reason I keep saying you is because I won't be doing this. If this is up your alley, they also have another game called Super Normal, which came out earlier this year. So the first of 2 DLCs is about to drop for Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. The first pack, Skybreaker, is going to enhance the storyline of the original story, enhance the gameplay, and add new enemies. Players are going to face mysterious shadows in the sky, and their clan unity is going to be tested. While this DLC focuses a lot more on current content and expanding the experience of the known universe already that you have in the game, the next one that's coming out in fall, Secrets of the Spire, will expand the game even further, so you have a larger area on the continent to explore, and it promises some really awesome aerial battles. So if you have the season pass or are looking forward to additional content, you can jump in on July 16th.
Stormgate unstable.
Shut it off!
Next up is Stormgate, an RTS that you should really keep an eye on if real-time strategy is in your wheelhouse. It's put together by some industry veterans. It has a production director from StarCraft II, Legacy of the Void, and it has a lead campaign designer from Warcraft 3. And it seems to have elements of both. You seem to upgrade your units, there's 3 different factions that you can fight, and then you fight together just like I used to when I grew up. The cool element to it is it has a campaign which runs along, and as the campaign changes and evolves, it will have different units, maps, and game modes that evolve throughout the game. So if you like that PvP real-time strategy, this is one to definitely keep your eye out for. Thank you for watching, and if you're looking out for releases, don't forget to check out the Opera GX release calendar in the GX corner for even more release titles coming out in July. Have a wonderful day, and take care of each other. Bye.